Hi, this is Miss Witt, your librarian. I'm going to show you some resources for getting access to more digital books. In a previous video, I showed you some through Follett, our library catalog. This is another way to access digital books, and it's called Junior Library Guild. It's a digital subscription. So first you go to our website, which is ogdenprep.org, and you're going to click on the Students and Parents tab and go to the Junior High Library website. So you can click on that. You'll want to scroll down a little bit, and I just have it here at the top. It's called Junior Library Guild. You can click on the picture, or you can click on this home page here. So click on that. Okay. Oh, I already logged in, so I'm going to sign out so I can show you how to sign in. Okay, this is what it'll look like. So first you have to type in the name of the institution username and password, which is OPA Library. And I'm actually going to make this video public, so I'm not going to share the password here, but I will leave it underneath the video in the announcements when I post this. So look for the announcements in Library Canvas course, and that will have the password in there. And you can also ask your teacher, because I also send that to the teachers, or you can email me at kwit@ogdenprep.org if you need the password. So this is the institution password, which means everybody can log in using this one to begin with. And then if you want to sign in with your own personal account, it's going to be the same exact login as your regular computer one. So it'll be first name, last name at opaeagles.org. I've already got it memorized there. And then it'll be your student ID Eagles and your student ID like it normally is when you log in. So this is just if you want to save your bookmarks of where you're reading. If you just log in with a library username and account, that's fine too. It just won't save your place. So if you want to save your place and keep track of the books you're reading, then you'll want to use your personal one. You can also download this as an app in the App Store if you want to download it. So there's lots of books. Let me just scroll through so you can kind of see how many there are. There's lots of different kinds. You can see some say high and some say middle. That just means the reading level. So middle is middle school aged ones, and then high school would be high school aged reading level. So you can see there's quite a few of them. And there's some little different symbols. So if you see the little E, looks like a little Kindle, that means it's a book. And then if you see little headphones, that means it's actually an audiobook. So you can listen to the ones with headphones. So you can see there's lots of books here to pick from. Now, the days remaining, this is a subscription that rotates. So there'll be new books coming in and books leaving, so that there's variety. So you can see the days remaining will tell you how many days are left for that book. So you may want to pick a book that's got a lot of days if you take a while to read. So you may not want to pick one that's, going away in 14 days, unless you're a fast reader or if something you're really interested in. So take a look at those and pay attention to those. Okay, so those are all the different options. So lots of stuff to read, and there's a mixture of fiction and nonfiction. So let me show you inside of one. So you just click on read. So this will tell you a little bit of information about the book. It gives you a little summary. You can also give it a rating if you want to rate the book and give it what you think about it. So it tells you how long it's going to be there, how many page numbers, when it was published, who published it, the author's name, etc. So I'm going to click on read to read it. And it takes a little bit of time for it to come up. So you can see the front page here. If you click over here on the side, this is similar to the other one I already showed you. So it's got table contents. You can click ahead if you want to go to a chapter. If this takes you to the last page, so you don't want to click on that unless you want to go to the end. So you'll want to click on this arrow to go to next. And each book sometimes is a little teeny bit different. So you can click next to go to the next book page. If you want to read a little bit closer, like I don't have my glasses right now, so I want to get in closer, I'm going to use my zoom setting. I can do fit to width. I can zoom 100%, or if I want to get really close, I can zoom 200%, so I can see it really well. So you can see there. This lets you select. So if you wanted to like select a word, you can highlight it. You can change the colors of the highlights. You can make a note. You can add like, okay, tribe is a group of people who live close together. And that will add a little note that you can look at later if you want. Another option, you can add a bookmark. You can bookmark the left page, the right page, or both pages to show where you left off. And this lets you do a keyword search. So let's say, okay, I want to find, I want to see if they mention Rome in this book, which they probably do. So you can see the pages that list that keyword. Here's some settings. So if you want, you can rotate the book around. You can do it as a single page. Let's say I just want to read one page at a time. Or you can do single page continuously, a double page continuously, or look at all the pages together. Go back to Zoom to fit it back where it was. So there's some of the different options that you can do. And then more options, you can grab the citation. So let's say this is a book that's a nonfiction book and I'm going to use it for a report. You can just copy this, you can choose the style and copy it, and that's your citation for your report. And you can also print the page. So if there's a page that you're interested in printing for reference, you can go ahead and print that. And if you want to take up the whole screen, you can go full screen and then you can see it better. And then just exit full screen to get out of that. So we'll go ahead and show you a different book. So I'm just going to close out of this one and then I just click back to get back to the main menu. So I'm going to show you now a fiction book so you can see what a fiction book looks like. So this one's called Ask Me No Questions, and it's actually an audiobook, and it's about a girl and her family living in New York who are Muslim, and then everything changes after 9/11. So you can press play. This is similar, but it's an audiobook, so it's going to be a little bit different. So it's got the table contents here and a bookmark, and you can change the volume here of how much you want it, how you want it.
Ask Me No Questions by Marina Budos. Narrated by Abby Craden.
Okay, so that's an example of an audiobook. You can't do as many things with the audiobook. So go ahead and go back to the main menu. I'm going to bookmark that's where I left off. And then I'm going to go back. Okay, so I'll show you a fiction book that is just a regular ebook. So here's one called Bruja Born. I'm going to click read. This was written by Zoraida Cordova, and it's a book about witches. So click read. Takes a minute for it to pop up. Okay, so here's Bruja Born. There's the table of contents. You can also close that out if you don't want to look at that. The settings. So as you can see, this one's a little bit different than the other one. So each book is just a little bit different. You can set the font face that you want, what size font you want. So let's look at a page with text first to see. Okay, let me close that out. Okay, so I'm going to click next. All right. Technical difficulties with this one. I wasn't quite clicking on the arrow exactly. I guess you gotta wait till it turns blue. Okay, so here's the title page. I'm gonna click ahead to the text. There's the copyright page, the content, table contents. There's a little dedication, little map. Part 1, the heart. Okay, and here's where I can see the text. It's a little bit small for me, so if I want to zoom, I'm gonna, oh, that's the search. Okay. I'm gonna set it to maybe a little bigger so I can see it better. And I want it a little bit narrower. Okay, now I want to read it, so we'll exit out of that. So each book is a little bit different in the configuration, but they're pretty much similar. I can search for word. I'm going to look up witch because this is a book about witches. So yeah, there's quite a few references to that. I can zoom out. I can print. I can do the citation. I can do it as a presentation. And then I can set my bookmark where I left off at. So those are the options for some different books you can read. If you know a title that you like and that's on the list, you can get to it faster if you search for it. And then you can see what you recently read as well. So that'll keep track of, if you log in as yourself, it'll keep track of what you've recently read so you can go back to the books you were reading. So that's called Junior Library Guild. If you have any questions, you can email me at kwit@ogdenprep.org and I can answer any questions you may have about it. And I hope you enjoy reading. Oh, and one more thing. Okay, like I said, you can rearrange how you look at it if you want. So you can look at it alphabetically backwards, by the author's last name, by what's new, or by what's leaving soon. So you can go ahead and rearrange that list however you want. So these would be the newest ones. They would have the most days available so that you can see what you want to read and how much time you have left. Okay, thanks.